Hey, what's going on, guys? Some of you may have seen this new video that Bluefin Brands put out. Now, Bluefin is the company that's the official Bandai distributor for North America. Now they actually belong to Bandai. Bandai bought them, I think, last year or something like that. So if you buy Gunpla in America, it came in through Bluefin. And so they're also in charge of America's GBWC events. And so they put out a new video talking about their new plans and updates to GBWC for this year, 2019. And it's really set the internet on fire, at least the Gunpla community, of course. People talking about it. So let's check out the video. Let's see what it's all about. Let's check it out.
Hey there, Bluefin Digital here. Here to talk to you about the GBWC. I know you've all been waiting with bated breath. Want to hear all the announcements, and I got the man here. I got David. So,
okay, so we've established that David is the man, but I really don't know who either of these guys are. It might be a good idea to maybe talk about who you are. They said what they're the Bluefin Digital guys. What does that mean? I don't know. So they're in charge of the digital wing of a distribution company. What does that mean in terms of GBWC? I don't know, but let's watch on.
Break it down for him, David.
All right, guys. So as usual,
Break it down for him, David.
Bluefin will be doing the GBWC at some of our convention stops. Those being Anime Central, Fanime, Anime Expo, Otakon, and New York Comic Con.
Oh, breaking it down with those dings on there.
Anime Central, Fanime, Anime Expo, Otakon, and New York Comic Con.
For those of you guys living outside the US who may not know about this, how the GBWC usually runs in America is that there's 5 events like he's just mentioned there, and then there's also an online branch. And so there's a winner taken from each of those. So of the 6 finalists, then they choose the final winner, which will be the one who will actually go to Japan.
So everything will go as normal. However, for Anime Expo and New York Comic Con, we know that it's been very hard for people to get badges. It's very expensive, and they go out very quickly.
Yeah, going to cons is expensive. Maybe, just an idea, maybe have the event separate from our con and have it not be so expensive.
So what we're doing is when you sign up for those 2 stops, there'll be an additional option on our website where you'll be able to upload some photos of your model kit. The deadlines will be all on the website, so you'll know when you can post and when it stops.
What was that? Nothing came on the screen. They forgot to edit in the link they were going to put in there when he's doing his hand motion.
You can post and when it stops. And then when it stops, there'll be a brief period for public voting. So this year, you guys get to be the judges. So you'll be able to pick which ones you think are the best. And the top 10 for New York Comic Con and Anime Expo will receive free badges to come display their models at our booth.
All right. Hang on. So before we move on to probably the worst part of this video now, let's just let me break down what he was talking about here. So here's what they're going to do. It may not sound that bad. What they want to do is they want to make it easier for people to go to the cons because cons are expensive and a lot of people may want to go. They may want to enter GBWC, but they can't afford to go to the con for the price of the tickets, whatever. Them wanting to solve that problem is noble. That is a problem that they should try to help solve. Perhaps they could do it in a way that if you're entering GBWC, you get some sort of discount or something like that. Of course, then people will probably abuse that, so I don't know, that's probably not the best system, but hey, I'm not in charge of that. I'm not going to think of a solution, but that's something that they can do. But what they have done is that they're making it so that what you're going to do if you want to enter GBWC is you're going to send in photos. Now, how many photos? I don't know. It's probably on their website. I guess you can check, but you're going to send in photos of your kits, and then everyone's photos are going to be online for online voting. Now, everyone can vote online, and everyone knows how fair online voting is. I mean, people don't use voting bots, or people don't have massive followings. Some people have 100 Instagram followers, and some people have 15,000 Instagram followers. I mean, it sounds fair enough, right? So that's not going to be a problem, I'm sure. So you'll vote, everyone will vote online, and then once everyone has voted to choose the top 10 winners, then those top 10 winners will get free passes to Comic-Con, or whatever, the 2 cons that they're doing this for, which actually are the 2 biggest cons among the 5 that they do. That'd be for New York and Los Angeles. So the top 10 winners will get free passes, so that's awesome, but those are going to be the only 10 in the event. It's not like there'll be those 10 who won from the public voting online, and then anyone else who wants to enter can just come to the contest as usual. No. No, they're only doing 10. Just the 10. Just those 10 that people voted for online. Nothing else. So if you wanted to just walk in with your kit like it's been in all the years past, I guess that's not going to be allowed anymore at these two particular events. So again, I think they have good intentions with this, but it just goes back to his line of saying, this year, you guys get to be the judges. No, don't let us be the judges or the public in general be the judges. This is a big event. Like, I do this on my channel when I have contests. I'll usually have like 2 or 3 or 4 whatever winners that are judged like by me, and or like my Gunpla Talk guys will also be the judges or whatever. I'll have just actual judging, and then I'll have maybe the People's Choice Award as like a separate thing, because I know it's not usually fair, but it still gives you guys a chance to give your feedback on which one you think are the winners. So it's fun. But when you're talking about giving away a free trip to Japan, when you're talking about an international, this is the #1 global contest for Gunpla, and obviously it's not reflective of the best Gunpla builders in the world. It's reflective of the best Gunpla builders who participate in GBWC in the world. So you mean take that with a grain of salt, but this is the biggest Gunpla contest in the world, and you want the people to decide? That doesn't make sense. That is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I think they had good intentions, but this was not a good idea. But to be fair, he's at least explaining it respectively. Now let's move on to probably the most offensive point of the video.
So if you're upset with the judging, it's on
you
guys.
this year.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Don't blame us. Send all your hate mail to theworld@theinternet.com, not us.
That is correct.
Really? Really? This is the two people representing this very large company in terms of Gunpla distribution companies. They're talking about an event that is an international contest. And this guy, again, I don't even know who his name, I don't even know who he is, saying, so if you guys are upset, it's on you guys. He's just making like these glib comments like, oh, if you guys don't like who win, then it's your fault. It's not ours. I mean, we're the ones who organized the whole contest. We're the ones who put it on. But hey, you guys don't like who wins. It's on you guys. No, it's not on us. That is on you guys. It's your responsibility to judge the contest, to judge it accordingly based on skill and craftsmanship and whatever else is your criteria. It's not based on a popularity contest online. And just to give you guys the backstory as to why they seem to be acting a little bit salty, a little bit butthurt in that comment as to why they made that comment. And that's because of last year's New York Comic Con event, or New York Anime NYC, whatever. The event last year that was in New York, a lot of people had a lot of complaints about the contest because our boy David here, he was the one single judge for the event. Now, again, a small event like what I do just for my channel, where I'm just the only judge, is fine. You know, who cares? It's just me. It's my channel. I'm organizing it. I'm just being the only judge for my channel. But again, when you're talking about an international event where you're giving away a free trip to Japan, have more than one judge. You have to have more than one judge. Why wouldn't you have more than one judge? So last year, a lot of people had problems with the judging because he was the only one doing the judging. And aside from just having one judge, I don't even know this guy's credentials. I've never seen any work by this guy. I don't know who he is in the community. He may be a really fantastic builder and really know what he's talking about, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, like, you want to have judges that you know are well qualified, and you want to have judges, plural. You want to have judges. So that was kind of like the two big offenses that people took offense to last year, and so that's why they're all butthurt. That's why they're playing this off. I feel like that's the main reason why they're choosing to do this, is because they got their ass blasted last year by everyone just complaining about what a travesty the event was last year, and now they're like, oh, we'll just pass it off to you guys. We don't want to get our ass blasted again, so we're passing it off to you guys. And hey, if you don't like who gets picked, it's on you guys. So it's so transparent as to what the reasoning is behind this, and it's just embarrassing. And just in case it wasn't still obvious enough, David's reaction, amazing. It's like, oh, weight off my shoulders. I don't want to get my ass blasted again. It's like, dude, you're getting your ass blasted before the event even starts because of this decision you made. Great job.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Don't blame us. Send all your hate mail to theworld@theinternet.com, not us.
I'll just send my hate mail to theworld@internet.com. Well, I hope that redirects right to you, Bluefin, because that's where all the hate mail is going to be going.
That is correct. And in addition to that, we know that there are some states that have been left out of the GBWC. So in an effort to expand, we have partnered with Kinokuniya and Hobbytown to have some remote locations. The list of these will also be available on the website. You can sign up for them, and then you'll be able to show up to those events the day of to display your models.
Now this whole part, again, I think this part is, again, with good intentions. They want to make it more available. The United States is huge, and to have it just in 5 events, a lot of people aren't just going to be, just the logistics of going to an event is hard. So that's why they have the online branch of the competition already. But it is good on them for trying to make more events available for people to actually physically go to. That is good. That is a good thing that they should be trying to do. And as long as they have the means to do so, I think it is good that they're trying to do that. So again, I feel like it's this kind of good intentions behind this particular move, but let's move on.
Absolutely. So the link will be in the description below. It'll have all the information. It'll have the rules, how to enter, where to enter, where to upload your pictures and stuff. And when you do it, make sure you tag us on social media at Bluefin Brands, and tell the world that you entered your sweet model in the contest.
Sweet model. Hey guys, I entered my sweet model online. I hope my big platform of 90-some thousand subscribers, whatever else on Instagram, whatever. I hope that doesn't give me an advantage over other people who don't have a YouTube channel, they don't have any name recognition or anything like that. I don't think it'll give me an advantage, but hey, I just want to let you guys know I uploaded my sweet model on for GBWC in North America.
And tell the world that you entered your sweet model.
So guys, please go and vote for my GBWC entry for the US. I didn't paint anything, I actually just snap built it, but it's the P Bandai Perfect Grade Phoenix, so it's a big, flashy, expensive kit. Everyone likes that, and I've got a lot of followers, so I hope you guys will support me and show me some love. Vote for mine, share it, and everyone vote for me. It shouldn't be an advantage or anything. I mean, all the followers, whatever, subscribers, Instagram followers. If I share that around on my social media, it won't give me any sort of advantage over anyone else, I don't think. But I hope you all guys will go on there and vote for my Perfect Grade Phoenix. It's not painted, but it has some nub marks on it. But it's so shiny gold, you can't really see the nub marks, so it's all good.
And one more additional surprise. I know some of you have heard of the announcement of the SD course, and a lot of people wondering if we were going to get that in America. Well, yes, we are. We will be doing the SD course. It will be online only, so anyone will be able to enjoy it and be a part of it. And the cool thing is, your SD contest entry can also double for regular GBWC as well. So you don't have to worry about having to do more than one model kit.
So Japan announced that they're doing an SD part of the GBWC this year, which is awesome. It's good for them. And they're also going to be having the GBWC in the US, also having a SD portion, which is cool as well. It's just going to be only online, whatever. It's better than nothing, I guess, for those people who do like SD stuff. So I think it's a step in the right direction. It's kind of fine for now. It's nothing really that bad.
So I'm looking forward to this year. We're bringing in a lot more people. We're expanding it a lot further than it's been before.
Now, see, this one, I'm a little bit perplexed with this one. He says they're bringing in a lot more people now. Does that mean they're going to actually be bringing in a lot more judges? Because I don't know what Bluefin is really necessarily doing to bring in more people into the hobby. If they mean Gunpla enthusiasts, people who enjoy building Gunpla, I'm not really sure what they're really doing to help bring more people into the community, aside from essentially just providing the products, making the products available. I don't really know what they're doing to bring in more people to the hobby. Now, if he's talking about bringing more people in to organize the event, it doesn't really seem like it, but hopefully they're bringing more people in to judge the contest. Hopefully that's what he means, but I'm not really too sure. Like a lot of this video, it's kind of vague. They're just saying things, and I guess maybe if you go onto their website, I would assume there's more information there, but having a little bit more clarity in the video might have been a good idea.
And so hopefully a lot more people will be able to enter this year.
Awesome, yeah, and if you have any other questions or something we didn't cover, just hit us up at Bluefin Brands on all your social networks.
Oh, I have a feeling we will all be hitting them up on Bluefin Brands on all their social networks.
And yeah, anything else?
No, I think we're good. I know a lot of you worry about the judging. Like we said, you guys will have a say in it this year. On top of that, we have some really qualified people at both Kinokuniya and Hobbytown who are ready to judge as well.
And again, this dude, in case you still weren't sure, he goes back to the judging because he's trying to cover his ass. But no, they're not worried about getting criticized about the judging. That's not their problem. They're bringing in really good, qualified people for the judging, so that's not going to be an issue. They're only worried about, the logistics of the competition, everything like that, the organizers should be worried about, because as far as the judging, they know what they're doing. I mean, if the past is any clue, then, I feel like GBWC is in good hands. They know what to do in terms of getting the right judges.
So I think this is going to be a good step forward for America, and hopefully we're close to taking the top spot.
Hopefully we're close to taking the top spot. America hasn't been close to taking the top spot ever. So unfortunately, there's been some amazing builds that have gone to GBWC, but I think the highest the US has placed, I could be wrong, but the US has not placed yet in the top 3. So a little bit ways to go yet still for that top spot. Now, like I said, plenty of fantastic builders who are perfectly capable of winning, I'm sure, but it's a matter of getting them to want to enter the contest, and taking steps like this, I'm sure, is going to bring in, all the really, really top tier modelers that are really invested in the hobby and spend months, if not years, working on their builds, and they want to enter to have their kit judged publicly, not by professional judges. I'm sure that'll bring them in for getting the top spot in Japan.
Awesome. So start building, start sending, and can't wait to see what you guys build.
Cool. See you later, guys.
Later.
Okay, so the big problem is just the online judging. Now, like I said, the biggest problem is just that it should be done by real judges. It shouldn't be just a popularity contest online. But the other thing that I think is really important to remember is that you just can't properly judge, even if you do trust the Gunpla community at large to be good judges in terms of being unbiased and choosing which are truly the top 10 winners to be the top 10 finalists to go to these events, to the 2 of the 5 events that are doing this, then you just really can't get a good sense of kits by judging online. Now, of course, they've done their online competition for a long time, and it works out well enough to choose one of the 6 finalists. But I don't know how this is going to work, if they're going to have just like a list of like 1 photo each for each of the builds. I can't imagine that they're going to have on their site like 10 really good, big, high quality, high res images of each build in order for us or whoever is the voting audience to get a really good sense of the build and see all the really fine details and everything. Make sure all the painting is all done really well, all like the nub marks, everything's all really clean. Because you need a good amount of really good size images to really do that if you're relying on judging this online. Now, the other problem with that is, how do we know the kits or the photos haven't been photoshopped? Who's to say someone really removed the seam line on their kit, or they just removed the seam line in Photoshop? Are they going to have some sort of like professionals like looking at the images or something to be able to check if anything's been photoshopped or edited in any way? Or people even can adjust the colors or something in their photos. I mean, who's to say how this is going to be fair at all in terms of how they're doing this? So it's not good. And I think at this point it's just sad that because it feels like they've already made this decision. This is how they're going to do it this year, and there's nothing that we can do about it at this point. This is how they're going to do it. I think no amount of hate, and it surely is getting some hate. This video alone has 10 likes and 280 some dislikes. So I mean, aside from all the hate that they're getting around on Facebook that I've seen today as well, of people complaining about this, it's a bad choice. It's not good. And I just think that it's just unfortunate they're not able to change it at this point. So this is how it's going to be for this year, and hopefully it won't be like that next year. And I mean, hopefully it works out. I hope that the top 10 who do get selected to go to this contest, to those 2 events, do end up being the top 10 who really should go. But who knows if they're going to be or not? We'll just have to wait and see. But hey, it really just seems like Bluefin wanted to come up with an idea how to save their own asses from getting criticized this year about the judging, and they just dug their own grave. Let me know what you guys think. All I gotta say is, wow, Bluefin, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.